Well, we're right in the midst of Liberty Flames football season, but that doesn't mean that the boys of spring aren't busy as well. The Flames baseball team starts fall practice here this week, and we're visiting now with the head coach, Scott Jackson, to talk a little bit more about that. And, Coach, you got a lot of new guys on this roster. I know you're really excited to get a lot of them in here and get to work. What's the mood around the clubhouse right now?
You know, it's great. A lot of excitement, obviously, with team practice starting and here comes scrimmages. And so, the skill work and the 2-hour, allotment and just kind of trying to be out here in groups is finally over. And now we all get to be out there together. So everybody's excited and we can't wait to get going.
You talk about the scrimmages and the practice schedule and so forth. What do you have in store for these guys here over the next week or two?
Yeah, we've really with some new NCAA rules, with some additional off days, we've really kind of tried to stack our week starting Wednesday, and going through Saturday and letting that be pretty intense, almost like a midweek, with a weekend, and go from there. So, we'll challenge our guys just to play fast, to come out here and to have, the energy that we need to get better and not try to take, 5 steps forward, but maybe, a half or 1 step forward each day, most importantly with our defense and being able to defend and pitch and throw strikes and let that set the tone for what we hope is going to be a great fall.
Will it be any different the way that you approach fall practice, given that you don't have as many veterans back there as you did last year?
It'll be a little bit different in a good way, because last year, everybody it was kind of like a freshman, just trying to teach, everything that we wanted to teach. This year, some of our returners are going to have to help us coach, and be out there and be the veteran presence that we want them to be and be vocal, because they've been through practice. They know what to expect. They know how things work. So it's actually better for us this year than it was last year, but we certainly miss those guys that had all that experience, and the Jake Barbies, the Sammy Torminas, some of those guys, they're not here anymore, and we miss them. But at the same time, we were able to keep some of those guys around. Andrew Kowalo, Shane Quarterly, Cody Gamble's helping a little bit, and as well as Peyton Scarborough. So those guys are around. They're on the field. They're finishing their degree, and it's just a blast to have them around.
Yeah, those are great guys to have in the fold, no doubt about that. You talk about guys that are coming back and veteran presence. One of those is a guy that didn't even play last year, Andrew Asic, fifth-year senior, coming off the labrum surgery. Where's he at right now?
Yeah, he's in good shape. He's been released, so he's finishing his throwing program. A little cautious with the throws from the outfield, and really primarily have worked him at first base. And he didn't get the reps there in the spring to keep taking steps forward. So we're continuing to work with him there. But you know how he is. He's veteran. He's big. He's strong. He's fun to watch take BP, and so it's good to have him back out there.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him hit a few more balls over that scoreboard out there in left field. Overall health of the team, how is everyone?
Good. We've got a couple guys banged up. DJ's, still trying to get that hamstring to where it feels great for him. John Embry had a little injury this summer, so he's coming back from that. But other than that, we're in great shape. Had one of our pitchers go down this summer, so he's rehabbing. So, there's only 3 or 4 guys there that are nursing something right now. We'll get 2 of the 4 back, here in the fall and go from there. So far so good. We need to stay that way.
Yeah, you had some guys have pretty good summers. Jack DeGrobe was an all-star in the Cape Cod League. John Embry, I believe, in the Coastal Plain League as well. How much did that help some of those guys?
I think it helped a lot, especially with Jack. I think he had a chance to go up there and work on his secondary stuff. Really got some rave reviews from scouts and coaches up there just about how he attacked hitters and just the presence he had. And so that was good for Jack. He didn't have a big amount of innings, so it wasn't a workload issue for him. And John just kind of really came into his own. I think, he ended up leading or very close to leading that league in walks. Only had less than 20 strikeouts. So really, the aptitude of a hitter really shows up in some of the numbers we look for with walks to strikeouts and on base percentage, and he really showed that. So I can't wait to get him back and get him out there and get him going.
Well, the schedule hasn't come out yet officially for the 2018 season, but I think you can talk about a little bit of it, at least up to this point. What can you tell us about the upcoming schedule, and how's it going to challenge you?
Well, we'll need to take it one game at a time. Certainly a challenging schedule for us. We'll open up with VCU here, which was something that kind of materialized later in the spring last year. And everybody knows that their program's high level. And then we'll welcome Binghamton in here, who was a a great squad last year, and they return almost everybody. They'll be at the top of their league. And then we'll go to Chapel Hill for 3 on the road, and the majority of our midweeks, all but 2, will be ACC opponents. So it'll be a big challenge for us middle of the week. Certainly some road games that are going to present huge opportunity for us, and the league. That's always a challenge. So here we go. I'm excited for it. We got a lot to cover before we get there, but can't wait to get out there and get going.
Coach, looking forward to catching up with you here throughout fall ball and see how the team progresses. Appreciate the time.
All right, Nick. Appreciate you.
That's Scott Jackson, the head coach of the Liberty baseball team. My name is Nick Pierce for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.